So personally, I'm someone that lives in the southern states of the US. And even before then, I lived in LA, which you could consider south. It's got a very warm climate, right? But before that, I lived in Massachusetts, I lived in Michigan, I lived in many northern states. So I'm very familiar with snow. But let me tell you, I was very happy to get away from it. I was getting such bad weather that snow mounds were beginning to be my height, if not taller, and I'm 6'4". So once it gets to that point, you go, I'm done with this. I'm moving someplace warmer. So will Snow Plowing Simulator get me back into the wintry mood? Get me back into wanting to embrace snow? Probably not, but we're going to find out. And also, thank you very much to the devs for supplying the key so that way we could check this game out. This is early access. This was launched in June of 2024. So it's been almost a full year of early access support. And they did have a major update as of May 1st. So let's check it out, see what our thoughts are on it. Little, it's like a little stuttery. The frame rate isn't great at times. See, on the map, you can review the tasks to be completed and learn about the area. It is not used for teleportation. Dang it. Fine. Remember, too, that at any time, you can recall the world map where you can find more information by pressing the standard M key. I'm sorry, the standard M key? Okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, it's starting to work itself out a little bit. Could be that it's just loading things in, trying to process things in the back end. In the computer, you will find software to connect to the online store where you can buy tools with which you will be able to manually clear snow from your property. Plows connected to various vehicles, clothes so you won't freeze, and depending on the number of pockets in your clothes, carry more or less power-ups. Okay, interesting. Power-up, that is products that provide you with energy to work. Okay. And extra equipment or medicine if you get sick. Uh, it's that's interesting. I was not expecting that. So it's like, hey, by the way, snow plowing simulator, but we're gonna have a little bit of this survival element to it. Also, remember to budget wisely because you will always be short of cash. Thanks for that. Okay, that's too much like real life. Can we stop being short of cash all the time? Oh, hey, we have a body. Look at that. Okay, I got a leg. Oh, both legs. Oh, there we go. All right, now we're strutting. Now we're just showing off. Is that the outdoors coming in? I'm pretty sure that is. Huh. Watch it grow. And then it disappears. And it's gone. All right, let's see here. Little shovel, you're the one. Da, 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 da. Make snow plowing so much fun. Oh, that's true. So we have to think about the upkeep of our vehicles too. Universal, universal, universal. So these are strictly just tires. Then we have plows. Clothes. Thin sweater. Ooh. Reflective elements? No. Oh, interesting. Breathability is a thing. Convenience. Waterproof. 0. Okay. Durability. 0. Man days. Uh-huh. Okay. Power-ups. Shops and restaurants providing power-ups are open at different hours. That's why the stock on the online stores often changes. Oh, interesting. So sometimes you might be able to buy a bunch of soup, other times not so much. Pizza peppers. It takes up your pocket energizes. Okay, there are some weird translation things here, but I think I'm getting the general idea of it here. So you have to worry about calories, basically, which, yeah, would be energy. All right, interesting. Then objects, hand cream. 5 servings of hand cream that protects against frostbite down to -10. Wow. Okay, they've really thought about how the elements impact you and what you can use to protect yourself. That's cool. Fever pills. Tea. Okay. Coffee. Allows you to warm up quickly and gives a lot of energy. 7 doses of cough syrup. I feel like we should buy clothes. Or do we already own it? I guess we already own it. Okay, so I mean it's unlocked, so I guess that's we have thin sweater. We should probably buy some tea. $100 tea. That better be some darn good tea. That better make me feel amazing, soothe my throat, teach me to tap dance. Whatever. I don't know. That box better be made out of gold so I can then sell it afterward. Hand cream that protects against frostbite to -25 Celsius. I wish that was a thing. That'd be amazing. Who knows? Maybe there is. I mean, there's nothing on like the mainstream market that I'm aware of that helps protect you against frostbite, but maybe there's some sort of experiment out there where they're trying to work on that. There are certain gels, though, that will assist you against high heat. That's actually what's used in film whenever someone's getting set on fire. They will coat themselves not only in a flame retardant or cover themselves in things that are flame retardant, but also there is a gel that they'll put on their body typically, and then that'll slowly burn away. Now, of course, once it burns away, then you're getting in trouble. You're getting into a panic mode at that point, but you can at least be set on fire for a bit and then quickly put out. Let's see, hand cream we bought, cough syrup, no. We could. I'm not sure why a cough would impact us, really any, but okay. Little shovel. The purchase will be delivered. Door to the private room. I don't know where I lost the key. Okay. Hey, I am busy. Don't go bipping at me. In the medicine cabinet, you'll find medicines bought from the online store. To use a medicine, just click on it. But remember that each medicine has a certain number of available servings. Oh, cool. Okay. It'll be placed in there. Neat. Oh. Well, not what I was expecting. Okay. All the information that appears on the screen is stored, and the number next to the icon indicates how much of this information is stored. You can always go in and see the messages you missed as standard by clicking the I key. Uh-huh. Okay. I key. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. So this is our good old truck that looks really bad. It's not only been through some things, it's not even sharp. It's not... Okay. All right. Well, we'll go with it. Let's see. What else? Anything else? That's our map. We are, I'm guessing, here. Hub Garage Prologue. Yes. Okay. Clear the path to the office entrance. You won't make money from it, but you will allow customers to place orders. Also remember to buy the right tool. I was born a tool. What are you talking about? Oh my god. Some things bought from an online store will be delivered only by a courier. Courier. You will realize that the courier has arrived because he will certainly honk. Thank you for that. Okay. And then just chuck my shovel. You know, that is on point for delivery. Did that just say now you have a shovel to snow with? Not even gonna... Nope, not even gonna question it. Here we go. Shoveling. Oh boy, hi. When you execute a snow removal order for a property, a map of the property appears in the upper right corner. The gray color on it shows the buildings, and the blue color shows the area to be cleared. The value presents how much percentage of the order you have completed, and when the color changes to green, it means that you have already passed the job. Okay, so there's a certain point where you don't have to 100% it. It's like good enough, and you can get away with it. Kind of like a lot of the house renovation games and stuff do that. I do like the fact that you can actually see ground coming up through it. That's, you know, a nice little detail. You can see footprints in the snow. Hey, you can actually see the little trail, too, being left and where the building is and the layout of the land on the upper right corner. So that's a nice little touch. I have a very strong system in this. I will say this game does kind of chug along. There are some like frame drops happening and stuff like that. It feels like visually it feels very skitterish is the best way to play that I can describe it as. Oh, that wind sound effect is on point though. I feel like I'm up in Ontario or something. Where am I digging to exactly? I'm not even digging in the right direction, am I? Depending on the current state of the game and the action you are performing, you will have different functions available. Pay attention to the list of available functions and the keys under which they are available, displayed in the lower left corner. Oh, okay, that's the front. Gotcha. Well, at least we have a path to the back. Yeah, this actually does a lot of the movement for you and everything. You just kind of hold down on the left mouse button mostly. With each collision of a vehicle or tool, there is a minimal increase in wear and tear. Try to avoid that. Oh, okay, interesting. All properties where you will work are accessible only after your work is appreciated by the principal and he recommends you to the next person. Okay, so basically properties will unlock as you're recommended through referrals and stuff. Okay. Some properties, despite the recommendation, will still not be accessible until you clear the access road of snow. So we got to work in order to work. Lovely. I call a bull honky. Well, you'll do free work if you want it bad enough. Lame. You gotta love the mindset where it's just like, hold on, I gotta turn this wind down. It is way too loud. This is at 50% too. Holy cow. Let's bring that down some more, please. Goodness. And it sounds like I didn't really change much. Yeah, you gotta love the mentality of like, oh wow, you've sacrificed so much, put in so many hours of work, and you're so dedicated. But yeah, how dare you want vacation time or be paid for your, experience. Collisions with small elements. At the moment, you have included collisions of tools with small elements, lamps, curbs, stones. This requires more attention during snow removal, but it can also be frustrating at times. Remember that you can always disable this option. Oh, okay, cool. So basically, you have to think about the elements, but you have to think about the environment too and how that impacts your overall work, which is actually pretty neat because we don't often see that in games like this to an extent, like not within this detail. A lot of times it's, oh, well, this is uphill, so you have to think about the incline and how are you going to move vehicles on it, stuff like that. Maybe like, oh, there's only a clear path, like this one clear path, so you can only take that. So how are you best going to utilize that? But like to have things constantly come up in your way that seem more natural makes sense. That's actually kind of neat. As you work, you consume the energy you have. You can see it on the bar in the upper left corner. Keep an eye on it always. Have enough power to either work or return to the hub. Well, I will say, I like the attention to detail and how the environment impacts things like tools. That's very intelligent. I like the way they go about it. I really like the sound effects, even though they're a bit loud. But definitely immersive. Now we're getting snow rain. We're getting like sleet and stuff. That's always fun. I like how you have to think about how the temperatures impact you as a person. Each property, there is a letter box at which you can check what task you have or report to the client. Okay. Is there a way of getting out? Do I have to... I have to pass all the levels in the garage first. Oh, for the level. Okay. Seriously, do you think the customer will accept this job? You snowed just 26%. Okay. I mean, this is my place, for goodness sake. I'm the client, but okay. The attitude, the sass. They straight up, like, Wendy's socialed me. It is currently 36 degrees Celsius. Woo. Chilly. Could be a heck of a lot worse, though. Once you start getting into negative temps... So how much of this do you need me to do? How big is this path? How big are the people walking on the path? Be sure to keep an eye on your temperature. The most important thing to wear good clothing appropriate to the weather conditions. To warm up, you can go back into the hub. Well, our personal temp of 36, I mean, that itself is, like, fine. We're good. So we're just a little bit chilly, you know. Maybe get some snow on the face. We're like, oh, the wind kind of hitting us wrong. I don't know where we're throwing this snow, but... it just looks like we're just flopping it right on the path we're trying to clear. I get this is like a tutorial, but this is maybe a little too long to learn to do the same thing over and over again. It's bringing up valid points, though, but it feels like it's just going on for a little too much. You start to lose temperature, and when you have a temperature below 36 for a long time, then the likelihood of illness increases. You can drink something warm. Or stay in the garage to warm up, or pickup truck. Okay. Well, we're at 36.2, so we're not below it yet. We're almost done. We're getting there. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and luckily it's not a train, and it's not certain death. Knock on wood. I like how the sun changes. Like, the light does change. You know, the sun goes behind clouds and then comes back out. Like, I really like the little touches of lighting there. If you don't find a finder with a few minutes, a marker will appear above it showing its position. You can turn this option off in the main menu. Position of the find... Okay. Sure, whatever that means. Ooh, piece of candy. I'm guessing that's a find. How do I do? Hand? Aha. Someone lost their money. Well, considering the fact that I work here, It was probably me. You know, one thing I don't miss is having damp clothes because you've been sweating so hard. Because you try to suit up as much as possible to stay warm, but then you're constantly moving and hauling heavy snow, especially if it's wet snow. And you're just completely soaked. It's like, oh, I hate that feeling. Are we being this nitpicky or what? No, okay, so none of this is counting. So where? Here maybe? There we go, okay. That helped a little bit. The hole to enable functions. What functions do we have? List of messages, world map, equipment. Okay. So nothing we need right now. So I'm assuming we'll have to buy new tools. We can't just repair them. But it would be interesting to see. But none of this is counting. Okay. Well, is that good enough? I feel like that should be. Oh, hi. Okay, there's me. Little shovel. That was my nickname in high school. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, well, we're gonna go inside. Hot coffee or tea will keep you warm when you get too cold. However, remember to replenish your supply at the store. We have $850. Oh, because the money that we randomly found. That's right. Well, let's get... What should we do here? 2 muffins we'll stuff in our pocket. Because, you know, that's normal. And a full breakfast. Let's just do it, you know? We'll just cram that right in our pocket. Plop it right in the plocket. There's our tea. Fantastic. Our $100 tea. Do you want to drink tea now? No, we're fine. We're warming up. You won't make money from it, but yeah, okay. Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing, but... You're being, like, weirdly nitpicky about how much of this I have to clear. None of this is counting, but it's on the path. Where does he keep finding all the snow? It's unbelievable. This is like snow sand. It just gets in everything. You find it everywhere. And when you think it's all gone, there's a pile of it just waiting for you. Can you dig it? So far, yes. So far, that is very much a fact. Okay, good. It's green. Jeez. Get out of here. Yes. Level complete. Now customers can come to your office. Congrats. You played yourself. No. You can buy a scraper now. This way you'll be able to work faster. Thanks. Thanks for that. We just want to make sure that you have an appreciation for the shovel. Wait, they said it was a scraper, but now they're calling it a little shovel here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sure. Let's go for that. And it will ooh. It allows you to have hot coffee or tea with you at all times. $500 though, but that's cool. That is an insane thermos though. $500 for a thermos? Get out of here. Oh, okay, so that shows where we can shovel still, I guess? Oh yeah, to clear this out probably for the truck. I bet you that's what it is. Yeah, let's go. Snow vision. This was filmed in snow vision. Oh yeah, this definitely pushes more, which is nice. You can shovel more consistently. And doesn't ideally break your back. Weirdly satisfying how the snow just stacks up like it does. Clear the rest of this out. There we go. Rad. Definitely an interesting game thus far, I will say. Not one I thought I'd ever actually play, or that really I'd ever actually see, so I mean, good on them for jumping into something fairly niched. But it is pretty interesting, for sure. So right now I'm holding down on Q, so that way we have that blue outline to see what we would need to shovel. We can also see the blue on the mini HUD map on the top right corner, which is nice. Bonk. Yeah, this is a definite workout. You want a good workout, do this. Because the amount of weight that you're constantly pushing around and the amount of energy you're placing on your legs and arms and back. I will say, I am happy I don't have to do this in real life, though. I don't miss this. Because I don't really mind cutting my yard. Like, that's manageable, though I definitely need a mower with a bag on it, because, that is one thing, though, I could avoid, is being covered in grass and just all kinds of plant matter. Because it's flung up and covered me in it. Ugh. Especially with my allergies. Oh, man. At least with snow, you really to an extent, can't be allergic to it. You can be allergic to water, though, which then, yeah, snow does come into play there, but that is highly rare, as far as I'm aware of. Unlike pollen allergies, which, boy, aren't those great. I can feel my throat closing just thinking about it. Yeah, it is definitely one of those things where it's a task that you can feel good about once you've done it. Like, you can actually see the work you've put into it, which is always a nice feeling. Have no idea where we're dumping the snow, but I'll take it. Okay, we're almost there. Look at our calories, though. We have burned through a lot of calories. Understandably so. Hey, we found the key to the private room. I'm assuming. So that's good. We'll get that in a second. Let's finish this up. I do like how well they've highlighted it, though, which is nice. It's like items that you discover will be highlighted fairly well, it looks like. I wonder if our character gets slower as they lose calories. So I'm feeling like almost like I'm noticing that the character seems a bit more sluggish. Okay, well, weather we're okay on. Here we go, last bit. Nice, okay. There we go. Weather station. Thanks to the weather station, you can see what weather awaits you and how best to dress to avoid cold. So I like that. That's actually really, really clever. I like that a lot. You can see it's just going to get colder and colder the later it gets. You can see what type of snow, if it's going to be highly compacted or if it's fresh powder. Nice. That's cool. Oh, geez. Okay, thank you for that. Oh, here we go. Muffin. Do you know the Muffin Man? Yeah, he carries muffins in his pocket, right? Yeah, him. Weirdo. Artifacts found during the game will appear on this board. Remember that all artifacts are important to unravel the mystery. Okay. What kind of mystery are we putting in a game called Snow Plowing Simulator? Here you can choose the music you want to listen to while you work. For now, the radio is only here, but someday you'll be able to buy a radio for your car or listen to music from your cell phone. Also, keep in mind that some songs are protected by the YT program, and you won't be able to share your gameplay on YT if they are played. Okay, duly noted. Thanks for the warning. It would be nice if maybe they had like a creator mode, so that way some of those songs wouldn't play, but hey, at least they tell you. A lot of games don't even tell you that much. Like, they constantly push out keys, but they never tell their creators, like, oh, by the way, this could potentially ruin any chances of earning any sort of income off your work, or that, and it will also ding your channel. I'm trying to find a light switch. Sorry. Light switch for a garage. If I was a light switch for a garage, where would I be? Door lights on. Don't see a switch. Huh. I want to believe. Fantastic. Storage. Scientific sensation. Oh, the mystery of... Oh, Bigfoot, I guess. Or Yeti or something. No, the Bigfoot. Yep, Bigfoot. Okay. Fantastic. My story. Great. No pages. Now you can drive. I mean, I wouldn't say that. Wait. This says Yeti, that says Bigfoot. Technically, they're different. Let's be on point here. Okay, so this is where we can change our clothing depending on temperatures. We're all warmed up. I'm not sure what else to do. I see anything else to buy? Well, food. That's always beneficial. Put a donut in our pocket. Is that a hot dog in your pocket, or are you just happy to be here? Energy drink. Bucket of chicken. Not a very healthy meal, and the energy from it disappears quickly. Oh, interesting. Okay. So different foods play a role in having different effects, basically, which is actually pretty cool. Nice little layer of detail. Let's do spaghetti then. Actually, you know, we'll buy another one. Mamma mia, I got spaghetti in my pants. Save the game, let's do that. We do. Jazzy Christmas, snowy winter, travel, winter holiday. Oh, okay. So, yeah, don't use if... Oh, cool. Okay, so they have a nice little indicator to let you know, do not use this. Oh, fun. Okay. Can't click on anything, though. Spaghetti you can find in your inventory. In the closet, you will find purchased and available clothes. Choose and wear the right ones for the temperature outside. There's no choice here. That's just what we have right now. That's a... Okay, that's break. That's forward, that's backward. E does not get us out, neither does F. Escape? No. We can never escape the truck now. This is our lives. If you get stuck somewhere for good in a vehicle, you can always call roadside assistance. Oh, that's cool. That's a little feature. Okay. Can I... wonder if I'm stuck in my own garage. A. K for lights, because, you know, kites. J, roadside assistance. Okay, cool. M for map. That makes sense. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Roscoe O'Keefe. Small vehicle trailer. I don't know how to get... Ooh, okay, camera, C. I like how the sound changes. That's really neat. Can never leave. I just wanted to hop on just to see what it would be like. But then I wanted to get out. But now I can never get out. Hold on. Settings. This really shouldn't be a thing. How to get out of your vehicle. Tool slot. Equipment. Vehicles. Leave the X for exit. Ah. That's different. Okay. It makes sense now that I think about it, but that is not the first thing I would have went to. It's always E that I want to go to, because that's usually the action button. E or F usually are action buttons. Okay, let's hop out like we stole it. You want to pass... Wait. Do you want to try to pass the job? You have cleared the... Yes. Okay, great. We did it. Complete the first 2 tasks and exit the hub. You have successfully finished all the basic tasks. You already know how to shovel snow by hand, how to buy tools and props, and you know the general rules. Now it's time to go out into the world and start completing more and more serious assignments. Jeez. Okay, our person has some aggression issues, so that's fantastic. Oh, not E. So we'll be able to handle this better as soon as we can plow the roads, but we need a plow. But in order to do that, we need to make money. Yeah, so we were actually sliding there too. So yeah, the snow does impact how you drive. That's cool. I have to get recommendations first. Okay. Not available. Not E. I gotta... Man, it's gonna take a bit. Oh, small vehicle, trailer... I swear I thought we went right, not left, but okay. So... Let's see. So we want to maybe go to Mrs. and Mr. Smith's? Roscoe, I don't know. Oh yeah, our tires are spinning and everything. Oh, turning aggressively. Yeah, this bit I don't miss either. Driving in the snow. Especially when there's a whiteout that happens. And if you're not familiar with whiteouts, they happen a lot in Michigan because we have a lot of lake effect snow. And so what happens is that there's so much snow and it's so big that it whites out everything. It looks like you're just going through a white sheet. You can't see anything else in front of you. Those are not fun. Let's try here. Can we do anything here? Hello? Oh yeah, we can. You can't work here until you get a recommendation. But we got the green gate. What do you mean we... Okay, well, who... I guess we just hang out at the office until a customer comes? I'm always going to use E. This is going to be an issue. Clear the property thoroughly. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, this is the first paid job, so put in the work. There and there. Oh, okay. Yeah, doable. We got this. We got this, I believe. About right. Chair. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay. I don't know what I'm hitting, but I'm hitting it. Now that's a rock there, I believe. Yep. Okay. Can we move said rocks? No. Okay. Or at least not currently. Okay, so if you're about to hit something, you can actually stop and stop yourself just in the nick of time. So that's nice. Yeah, I can see why this is the first job, because this isn't actually too bad. Though it is curious that I can't see the calories and I can't see our temperature. Like, that should be there, you'd think, because that's pretty important information. I have never used one of these shovels, but man, if I still lived in a place where it snowed, I would totally grab one of these. This is super nice. Alright, all this is done. So now it's just this bit. Does anyone actually use this type of shovel? Let me know in the comments. How do you... Thank you. How do you like it? I would assume, of course, metal being better than plastic, as long as the metal isn't something that you have to touch with your bare hands, because otherwise, like this, because otherwise you're risking frostbite and this thing being permanently attached to your hands, which I'm sure no one really wants. Breakfast time. I mean, I wouldn't know where my calories are at because you're not showing them to me. So that's the thing. So it could be a bug, or maybe I hit a button and it hit it. I don't know. Because we still have the map, we still have important information. Here, let's learn together. In case you decide to jump in. Key bindings. Anything for hiding. Radial menu, main menu, handy radial menu, equipment, list of messages, show the area for snow removal. Oh, interface H. Okay. Ah, there we go. So that was from me kind of booping buttons trying to get out of the car. So H. H for help. I need info. The key inputs, I will say, are a little different than what I'm used to. But I wouldn't say they're bad or anything. It's just different. It's just something new to learn. Which can be kind of refreshing. But the only caveat is that you have to unlearn habits you've picked up from other games. I wonder what we're hitting here. I guess some sort of curb or something? I don't know why there would be a curb there when a car goes over it, but... I just shovel snow. What do I know? Yeah. Get rid of this mohawk and we're good to go. Mostly. Little off the top. Well, in this case, the side. 100%. Interesting that they also list like how long it took you to do. I wonder how that plays a part, or if it's just out of curiosity's sake. Oh, and now we can go back to the doctor, because we were recommended. And new tools have appeared at the store. Well, let's go check out those new tools real quick. If we can mark where we're going here, but... Yeah, the doctor, I believe, is right there in the brown house. We need to go this way? Question mark? Yeah, it'll be nice to actually have a plow. Oh yeah, we're right here. Okay, brilliant. Yeah. Ooh, a heater. Nice. Get real close and personal with that. Yeah. Oh, so now we have a basic one. So kind of like this shovel here, but wheels in the back now. There is a higher capacity, 175 instead of 100, and it picks up more. And there's a higher durability, I'm assuming. That's 500. We could do that. Could. I would like to save up for a plow, though. The cheapest being this one here. Well, more clothing options would be handy as well. So we have T. Allows to illuminate the workspace. Work only when clearing snow by hand. What? Okay. Interesting. Let's see. We'd still have some of this. I feel like we should just buy some of this just to have it on hand. Just in case. Then we should buy a little more food. Like a whole chocolate cake, just put it down our pants. That's totally fine. 5,000 calories, yeah. Let's buy breakfast. Okay, I think we're... Do we want to put soup down our pants? You know, this energizes us, but it should also warm us up, you'd think. But it doesn't mention that, so I'm curious on if it actually does. Well, for clothes, we should definitely upgrade that. Min temperature, max temperature, 6 pockets. Oh, interesting. Okay, so clothing only lasts for a certain number of days. Wow, okay. I mean, yeah, your clothing would get impacted, but dang, okay. 70 man days, 80 man days. I'm almost tempted to get this because the thing is that the better the clothing we have at the very beginning, the less chance of us getting sick, which means the less chance of us losing work because we're sick or having to dump a bunch of money into meds. The other thing is that the better the clothing we have, the longer it will last as well. We'll have more pockets on us, so we can hold more stuff like food to keep burning, or keep regaining our energy that we burn. And we can just be out in the elements for longer, which means more money. Like everything just ends up being more money. So if we invest more in the clothing, we're going to get more out of it. So I'm going to do work. And luckily, we still have $304 to our name. We can continue doing work, no problem. We have enough for food and all this other stuff like medicine. All right. Well, so far, it's an interesting game. It definitely does need more work. It does feel like it's in early access. But the point of it is to have players get a general sense of it, and if they like it, to hopefully support it so they can continue working on it. So that way, the things that you do see as being, oh, that feels a little too early access, they can eventually move out of that phase because they're getting the support that they need to build up this game more. I appreciate the elements in the world and how it impacts your tools and you as a person. So that's really neat. I appreciate the fact that weather does impact how you get from point A to point B, which is really cool, like seeing the tires spin and everything like that. So getting the sense of traction and all that. There's some pretty cool elements. So I would definitely be down for checking out more of this. But let me know your thoughts of this game, whether you've played it or you're brand new to it as of this recording. And let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear more about it and talk more about snow plowing with you there. But take care of yourselves and each other, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.